Eye-opener. Declassified cancer research. As I've stated before in previous posts here, it never seems that whenever a document or event is declassified, the rationale for the initial declassification ever seems to be justified. Nor do the reasons for the justification ever seem to be over small or minor issues. When something like the Gulf of Tonkin incident can be classified due to the desire of American leadership to go to war in Vietnam, classification feels like a power that should have never been granted. And now, one of the most recent things to be declassified is the fact that the CIA had documentation from the Soviet Union that indicated the use of drugs similar to ivermectin and mebendazole could be effective treatments for various types of cancer. And they had this information 50 years ago. So, please, someone tell me why classifying such information was necessary or justified. The only reason that I can think of this information being buried is related to the profits of pharmaceutical companies. Whereas chemotherapy and immunotherapies cost hundreds of thousands of dollars annually, the use of drugs made from ivermectin and mebendazole would only cost a couple $1,000s per year. So, of course, we should keep it from the public. You know, for their safety? This all makes one wonder what other treatments they've hidden in relation to illnesses like cancer. I know that they found that utilizing the livers of a certain tree frog has completely eliminated cancerous tumors in mice without the harmful side effects that are usually experienced with chemotherapy and immunotherapy. And it eliminated the cancer in those mice completely in 15 days. And even when those mice were later subjected to cancers, which were reintroduced into their systems, the cancers could not grow, implying that the compounds from the tree frogs had instilled a resistance to the cancer. Now, in a civil society, efforts would be made to study the guts of these tree frogs in an attempt to create a cure for cancer, at least certain types of cancer. The problem with such a cure, though, is that pharmaceutical companies would have a difficult time profiting off of such compounds because they are derived from natural sources. And one final thing to consider in regards to cancer treatments and cures are recent peer-reviewed studies that contained over 8 million subjects, each of which have shown that the COVID vaccine has increased the possibility of various types of cancers. The evidence is mounting that indicates that those vaccines for COVID should have never been authorized for emergency use. The evidence that far too many leaders in America willingly lied about the COVID vaccine, its efficacy, and its safety continues to mount. Yet, like the Epstein files, few, if any, have been indicted in America. Now, I know I've been called a doomsayer in the past, but I still think that my warnings to the world in general, and Americans specifically, are justified. Just look at the corruption that ignorance has wrought upon America. Just look at the example that Donald Trump and his administration is setting for the world. For solutions to the biggest issues we all face today, pick up your copy of Chris Osman's book, Solutions. Enough complaining. Let's fix America at Amazon.com. And for more videos like this and those that ask the questions that need to be asked, search for Surreal News on Rumble.com or check out the YouTube channel by Chris Osman. Just search CHRIS space OSSMAN with the term Daily Eye Openers and find out why there are more and more conspiracies and fewer conspiracy theories in the world today. And while you're there, please like the videos and subscribe to the YouTube channel so Chris can continue posting these truths.